when you talk about food security and when you talk about food and nutrition, let's also add household income there. These are things that are very synonymous with the bees in West Nile, because the bees generate honey, which honey boosts household income, and the ripple effect continues. Today, these bees have put West Nile on the global map as one of the regions that produce the best honey. Also, we are known in Uganda as the biggest honey production zone in this country, thanks to these bees. Now, today we are joining the rest of the world in celebrating the World Bee Day, themed Be Better, Build Back Better for bees. However, we ask a very pertinent question. With the sprawling urbanization and with the rampant deforestation, is the population of our bees in West Nile at stake?
Awa, a honey retailer in Arua City who has been selling honey and honey products for 10 years, explains how she has benefited from her business. Same can also be said for Richard Chandia, a retired civil servant and retailer of honey products such as propolis and bee venom, a complementary medicine also used in developing human vaccines.
It promotes a lot of medicines that I make, because any herb that I make, when you combine with the propolis or pollen, the value and the power is increased. Even honey itself, for treating wounds and so forth like that, they help a lot.
So what are the earnings financially? Is it profitable?
Yes, it has been so profitable, but most part of that money I invested in my children. And I educated up to university level. And the child or the boys have even formed a school, which they call by the name of my organization. That organization, I call it Minimax. Minimax means from minimal to maximum.
Though things may seem rosy for the two, Awa, just as many honey sellers in West Nile, expresses fear over the gradual decline in honey production accompanied by a sharp increase in honey prices. The Arua district entomologist Chema Philiam attributes this dwindling production of honey in the region to the falling honey bee population in the region.
Bee population is declining because of charcoal burning, and there are a number of sub-counties that are promoting charcoal burning without the reciprocal afforestation program. You can burn the charcoal, but you also need to be a nursery promoter, or you plant trees so that you can be able to promote tree keeping as you also do beekeeping. So that one is the advice I had already given. Now agriculture, the issue of burning grass and burning bush, we really still need to go away from it and educate our farmers to go for organic farming, so that the grass, the bush, they look at a different way of using it as manure so that the bees population are not reduced. Another factor that reduces the bee population is use of insecticides. In the Westnile region, there are some of the sub-counties that are promoting marungi growing. And marungi growing, the farmers use insecticides to spread the marungi as the crop grows. And that one destroys the bee industry because the wind carries.
Honey Pride Arua Uganda Limited, one of the honey businesses that commemorated the national webinar World Bee Day celebrations in association with Ministry of Agriculture, Animal Industry and Farming, Food and Agriculture Organization, among other stakeholders, explains how they gave the bees a treat during the big day.
Today we declare ourselves in a celebration. We have went further, we clear before we come to today, we came to today's program, we went out, we clear all the apiaries, bees will enjoy their life. As we're talking here, bees already flying in a clean environment. We provide them with the food, we provide them with the water. You see that? So there is no smoke around. They are in a very clean environment. That's part of the celebration. And the inside for our staff, everybody is taking honey instead of sugar.
Ali Achidri, who is the technical director of Honey Pride, laments the poor honey harvesting techniques that are endangering bee populations in the region and calls for government intervention.
The world, especially in our region, this is what people are doing. People are not following the principle of beekeeping. Most of the honey, what you see people are selling, the product people are selling, are not meeting the quality standard, are not meeting the standard at all. First of all, when farmers are trying to harvest the honey, people are using real fire. They burn bees. They don't mind that these bees are dying. What are we going to do for tomorrow? And yet bees are the life of people on this earth. Without bees, there's no life. These bees, when the population increases like that, first of all, it goes out and pollinate these crops. The whole president of the colony is the queen. You are going to kill the queen at night. When they get lost, you will come back again. Definitely it's going to die. And that is the one which causes colony collapse disorder. You understand? So we must be taking that ethical procedure to handle our honey. That's the area where our honey is suffering. And also the government also come with the government and the stakeholders, the NGOs should go back and set the policy for serious intervention in the beekeeping industry. Most of our honey are crossing from Congo. These honeys which come from Congo are all adulterated. They do not meet our standard. They are dirty with a lot of smokes. When it comes to Uganda, people take it as a first-class honey, which always affects the Ugandan market. It affects the serious market of the Ugandan product. So those procedures should actually, the professional measures should come from the government and the stakeholders. That's our advice about that.
According to the Food and Agricultural Organization, decline in bee populations pose a serious threat to a wide variety of plants critical to human well-being and livelihoods, and countries should do more to safeguard the key allies in the fight against hunger and malnutrition. For Westnile Television, I am Mahajub Muzmir.